What's up, everybody? My name is Nadim Al-Hassan. I'm co-founder of Baked Bros Edibles, and I'm here with Dorothy Lawson, the head chef at Mint Cafe. It's the Mint Cafe's second year anniversary during the month of October, and we've teamed up with them for some exciting collaborations, such as 25% off Baked Bros Edibles. We're doing a custom puff code giveaway, limited edition medicated cake pops infused with Baked Bros Granddaddy Purple THC syrup, and then from October 21st to the 31st, because it is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we've teamed up with Mint additionally to donate a percentage of Baked Bros sales to a local Arizona breast cancer awareness organization called Don't Be a Chump, Check for a Lump. Now let's see what Dorothy's getting down to in the kitchen today. What's up, Dorothy? How long have you been with the Mint dispensary?
A little bit over a year.
That's awesome. Well, how long have you been baking?
Gosh, I've been baking all my life, but professionally 8 years.
That's awesome. I know baking is a science and it is not an easy thing to do. What do you specialize in and what are we making today?
All right, I specialize in making delicious edibles. Today we are making pumpkin spice cake pops, and it is featuring the Baked Bros syrup.
That's super exciting, guys. And again, it's the Granddaddy Purple THC syrup. This is my favorite nighttime strain. I cannot wait to see how these turn out.
Super excited. First we have the butter. Get that mixing for just a moment. Put the salt in. Okay, and then we'll just pour the Baked Bros syrup into the butter.
Nice to know that the syrup mixes with the butter so well. We've actually had quite a few people in the past ask, at what point do I add the syrup to the recipe? Well, here it is, folks.
Yep. Pretty easy. I mean, it really just behaves like any other sugar. So you basically just use it in place of your sugar. It's going to be a little bit more healthy for you because it's brown rice syrup.
Not to mention that the syrup is gluten-free, it's vegan-friendly, there's no artificial colors or flavors in it. It's actually made with natural fruit extract, but for this particular instance, we're using the unflavored syrup.
Yep. All right, now we'll just turn the speed down and add the eggs one at a time. You'll want to scrape down just the sides of the bowl, make sure all your butter is actually mixed into your batter. All right, and then while we have this mixing, just turn it down very low, and then we will go ahead and mix together. We have our cake flour, we have baking powder, and then we have baking soda.
I can smell some of these fun fall seasonings.
Right.
So what are these?
We have cinnamon, we have some cloves right here, and then we have nutmeg right here. You can use ground nutmeg, or if you have the opportunity to get fresh nutmeg, that really brings out the flavor. Just whisk the flour around so that your cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg is fully mixed in, along with that baking powder and baking soda. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and mix the milk together with the pumpkin. We're gonna alternate the flour mixture and the liquid mixture. So we'll do 3 times for the flour mixture at the beginning and then at the end, and then the pumpkin milk mixture will be in between. Let's keep that mixing for another minute, make it nice and fluffy, and then we'll be good to go. Get it ready for the pan and pop it in the oven. This is our finished cake. It's a third of the batter. We baked it at 325 to not diminish any of the medication that is in the batter. 325 for about 30 minutes, give or take. It just depends on what kind of pan you put it in, as well as the temperature fluctuations of your oven. All right, now we'll just go ahead and cut it up into pieces and put it into the mixer. We want to get this to a cookie batter consistency, and then mix in the frosting.
That sounds absolutely delicious.
Right? That looks good. Drop that down. All right. Okay. I'll just take the scoop. If you don't have a scoop, you can use a tablespoon.
Okay, I'll be taking this.
All right. Then you just take it and ball it up between your hands. Make little cups with your hands. And you have a little cake pop.
These look perfect.
Thanks. All right, so now that these are done, we'll pop them into the freezer and we will be back shortly. We pulled these out of the freezers and here are our sticks. And for cake pops, it's really ideal for the chocolate to be in a tall container. That way the whole cake pop can fit down into it. Just reserve a little bit of this for our piping bag. We'll go ahead and make a hole with this stick. You want to only go about halfway down. So I would say maybe about ½ an inch. All right, now for the fun part. Dip that in your chocolate. And then poke that into the hole. Now this little lip of chocolate, you'll just want to flip it over and take your finger and run it across the top. You want it to look really pretty for your final finished product. So that's a key step to making it look really pretty.
You know, baking involves a lot of love. You have to love what you're doing because it takes a lot of patience. You know, you're working with multiple ingredients, you're working with time, and so again, it just takes a lot of patience.
And when your fingers are all covered in chocolate, that's when you're done. All right, so we'll go ahead and put this in the freezer to allow the chocolate to solidify.
Now the cake pops are out of the freezer, Dorothy. What are we doing? What's the next step?
All right, next step is to take the cake pop and dip it in your chocolate. You want to get the chocolate all the way up to the very edge of the cake pop stick.
Wow.
And then you take that and then you kind of drizzle it back into the container. And then you'll want to kind of take it on the side and tap it so that this little end of chocolate can drip off. All right, so we'll dip that just one more time in the chocolate.
Wow. And I really like that the THC syrup is in the cake batter versus being in the chocolate.
Yes, yes. That way it's a little bit more consistent on dosing. As long as the cake pop balls are the same size, then your medication should be properly distributed in there.
Beautiful.
Let's take that down this way.
Wow. Dorothy, I love what you did with the decorations here. They look so awesome.
Thank you so much. These are medicated to 33 milligrams a piece, so we encourage you to know your dose before diving in.
The pumpkin cake pops are going to be available at Mint all month long. And just as a reminder, from October 21st to October 31st, Mint and Bake Bros teamed up to donate a percentage of Bake Bros edible sales to a local Arizona breast cancer awareness organization called Don't Be a Chump, Check for a Lump. Be sure to come get these limited edition cake pops. Be sure to like and follow us. We appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much.
Thank you.